So it's June 9, 2019. So this is the coconut tree. Earlier I made a video, 28 live video minutes, 28 minutes, but it was sideways, so it doesn't look like a high definition one. So this is the coconut tree, and then coconut tree again. This is a shorter video. So, and then jackfruit tree right here. Jackfruit tree that recently there's no more leaves. So, and then nectarine tree, cây đào, and then pomegranate tree right here, cây lựu, and the mango tree started to have flower again and fruit when I put the water. So this is the peach tree, cây đào long, the peach tree, and then apple tree right here, and a blueberry tree. Blueberry tree I just recently took out from the other side, so I'm going to roll the other side. And then this is the star fruit tree, cây star fruit tree, and then water apple tree, cây mận, and white rose, yellow rose, Korean pear tree, cây lê đại hàng, and longan tree, banana tree started growing with the young leaves right here when I put the water. And then guava tree, cây ổi right here, and then lemon tree, apricot tree, papaya tree, sour sop tree, cây mãng cầu sim, star apple tree, cây vú sữa, and then peach tree, cây đào long, and longan tree, cây nhãn. It didn't have young leaves right now because I need more water. Guava tree and plum tree. So, and then this is the sugar apple tree, and right here. So the water hose running all the way from the back, going here. So it has the second hose opening right here. Second hose opening to this water here. So I have to put like 15 minutes of low running water for each tree, and then there's a second water hose opening. From that area it goes straight there, and then the second hose running this way. So so this area on this side here has to be dry, and this one wet for the trees. And then the water hose, so there's two water hoses running all the way from the back here, and there's a jackfruit tree, so I can use the spray to use the jet system to grow to the jackfruit tree and the coconut tree over there, and then a coconut tree over there. So this is how it works. So it needs a lot of water because so this is the apple tree, started to have flower when I put water. So if there's no water, they don't have a lot of flowers. So right now, if I don't use this anymore, this is for the grass. This is for the grass area. The grass area is the grass area is for this is for grass field before, but it's not used for grass anymore because it's replaced to fruit trees. So this doesn't work anyway, because if you want to water, you have to water to the roots of the fruit tree, not on the surface of the soil, so the grass will grow like unwanted grass over there, weed over there. So that's a curry tree for the leaves for eating curry. And this is the fern F-E-R-N here, and this is cây mai here, and this is the herbal leaves for cooking here, lá chanh, and that's the coffee tree. Right here is the coffee tree. So this is the front area. So it has 26 fruit trees on this area and the side one. So total, I counted 26 fruit trees, including 2 banana, one chuối sứ, and one long banana, and one chuối sứ, a shorter banana. So 2 different kind of banana here. This is before it has only 1 tree, and it grows bigger and bigger and more. So later on, if too much trees over here, whenever there is a fruit water, banana after the banana was done, we cut down the tree. So that's how my mom told me. Like before, over there in the middle over there was a banana fruit there. So after it has fruit, we have to cut down the tree. So and then the young tree will grow here. So every tree has one time fruit, and then we have to cut down. So in the future, if this tree has fruits, then we have to cut down. And then so if it's too much space, then we have to cut down cut all the banana tree down. If it's growing out bigger and bigger and no space, so we have to cut down the tree, or we have to pluck out the small tree and give away, or every time they have a fruit, like a big long fruit, they have to cut down the big tree so the young tree will grow. But doing that, so the area of the fruit banana here will be bigger and bigger. So in the future, if there's no space, then we have to cut down all the way, all the banana tree down. So because the banana tree is growing out, getting more space and more space every time they have fruit for the older tree. And then this has a lot of flowers before, but there's no much water, so the flowers grow dry. And this is the tamarind tree right here. So the tamarind tree, I put water, so the young leaves started growing here. And then the corns and everything. So water apple tree, I put 30 minutes of low running water, so the leaves started to have green leaves, so they growing and they have flower. Like they're starting to have flower right here. So they're starting to have flower, and then they will have fruits. So no water, no fruits, or no flowers. So it's kind of tough for me right now because my friends directed me to have a lot of fruit trees, and now I have to take care of these. And that's a lime tree, and this is the good tangerine tree, and cây mận right here. And this is cây bưởi right here, a grapefruit tree, and then grapefruit tree. But recently there was a middle over there. There was a grapefruit tree, but there's no space. So I took it out. And then I took one of the grapefruit tree in the backyard. I took it out too because there's no space for to make it grow on top of the ceiling or something. So I took out 2 grapefruit tree out before. So there's no more grapefruit tree in my house because there's no space for it. And these are just the vegetables. That's strawberry right there, cây dâu, and then rau dền, and the hẹ, chives, hẹ, giáp cá, herbal for salad, and then húng cây right here, onions, and then lá chua. Lá chua is the sour leaf for salad. Then celeries, and then onions, and then so there's eggplants, purple eggplants right here, purple eggplants, and then cây mướp. Cây mướp is the Vietnamese squash, like a mướp. I don't remember her in English name. And this is the eggplant right here, purple eggplant. And then that's how it works. So I have the water hose over here. So sometimes I use this water hose. I took this head out, and then I drag all the way to over there to water my jackfruit tree and my pomegranate tree, cây lựu and cây mít, to put them like 15 minutes of this is my car. So and now in order for these fruit trees to have fruits, I have to have a lot of water, and it's kind of hard because I have to put time for it, like at least 3 days I have to put water for them. And then it's kind of so now I have a lot of friends on Facebook right now, but I don't know a lot of people here, so all the names I don't know at all. So mostly these names are not familiar to me. These are not my relatives' name. It's just a random name from my Facebook. Because I don't know how my Facebook has like at least more than 3,000 friends and more than 1,000 follows. So I don't remember how I added them that much. or they added me or something, and then I didn't stay with that account for a while because there were a lot of people, so that's why I went to another a smaller account, and then Phuong Minh T Nguyen, and then it's only for a few months, then I couldn't get to that Phuong Minh T Nguyen account with the People magazine there, and then so this is my original account I have since 2007, since I went to Cal State Long Beach. So so now it's like that, and so now I'm trying to tag my friends, but the thing is I don't know a lot of people here. These are all the names that I tagged recently, but it's not my friends or regular people that I chat or talk to. I don't have anybody's phone number. Recently, this is the community that I tagged to my friends right now, but I don't have a lot of the people that I know. So it just randomly pop up on my phone. So because there are too many friends, 3,000 friends, sometimes I want to find my relatives, so it's kind of hard. So I have to use a smaller account. I have another small account. It's like 47 people there, but I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot of people. Mostly my relatives in Vietnam and here, my cousins here. But now so now I'm just tagging my friend, and it just have all the friends, and I don't know how to get back to the original screen that I was using. So now it just have all the names here, and I know it's still on, but it's not going back to. Okay, now it goes back. So that's just how it goes. So in order to have fruits, I have to have water, and if I have water, I have to spend a lot of time for water. I cannot just water on the surface because it has to go to the roots, because these trees are still small trees. And so so I have all the square bricks ready, but I have to save the water, because if it's too much space for plants, then I have too much water. So I decided to get out all the plants out and put this dry area, so just a walkway that my dad and I can walk on this area to spray the water to the fruit trees. Recently I put back my mailbox here, and then so now this right here, I have to put the soil back because I cannot cut it out, even though it doesn't it's not used anymore. This is for the grass before. So I talked to my dad, and he told me don't do anything to this because I'm not a professional. So my Facebook friend live chat told me to find a cutter and cut it. But so it's not to be used anymore. With the electricity and the water inside the garage, there's an opening over there. So I used to want this earlier. I used to want to cut this a little bit and then put the bricks area on top. But my dad told me don't do anything because I'm not the professional plumber. So so maybe the firefighters, they know about water, but. So it's very hard if I have money and hire a plumber to put the fruit, the water to every roots like that. It's gonna like 26 thing to put into the roots. So it doesn't work that way, because once the water pop up and water, the grass can grow everywhere. So in order for me to have the water only to go to the roots, I have to separate between the trees. Maybe I put either a square or something around with the bricks here, so the weed don't grow over here, because too much weed growing. And if I put the whole area is soil, I have to water them, but I have to either put the bricks on between the trees, so the weed don't grow too much, so I don't have time to clean up, because I don't have time to clean up. So this is the coffee tree here. This is the coffee tree I bought from Amazon, the small tree, and then so I will put the fabric control, weed control here, and the bricks on top, but I have to separate from that side from this side area here to the other side, because that side is for water, this side is not for water. So there was there's a border between that, so so the water don't go into this area. And then so in the backyard I made the dry area with the 48 square bricks, and it was a dry area, so there was no weed growing. So this area has to have water, so this area has to be dry so it doesn't have weed growing, to save the water for the fruit trees here. So and then the banana tree also need water, because when I didn't have water too much, there's no fruit, there's no banana fruit. So so recently I didn't have enough time to water these fruit trees, and 2 months ago there was a lot of flowers, but then it fell down because it's dry up, because I didn't have enough water for them. So now if I have to keep the fruit tree to have fruits right here, this started growing right here, I have to water when they have flowers, so they can make it into the fruit. So so it's kind of like this my house is very special. I have a lot of love from my friends that they wanted me to have a lot of fruit trees in my house, and so many people directed me to have fruit trees. I think from the poems I wrote, I used to dream to have a lot of fruit trees in my house, and my dream came true that I have a lot of fruit trees now, and in the backyard too. So we have so I took out 2 grapefruits tree, and one chim ruột was not surviving because the water didn't go to the roots in the back. So so now it's about 47 trees now, fruit trees now, or so now it's the problem is I need to have water regularly, because these trees are so young. And these banana tree, someday in the future, it can be cut down all the way, all of them down, because it took so much space. It keeps growing out and bigger. So, and it's not convenient, because whenever I have a fruit, like a white chuối, then when we get the fruit out, we have to cut down the tree. So it's it feels sad when you have a fruit and then you cut down a tree, and then a young tree growing. And it took so much space. And there's a Korean pear tree I grow from the seed there, so it needs space. So if the banana trees here and here is too much, then in the future I have to cut down. I might cut down all the way all the banana tree, because the banana tree took too much space. Every 6 months they have a newborn. I mean, not the new young banana tree. But so it changes the space, and it takes all the space. So my house is like a model house, so it's like a government house. So my lovers and my friends try to direct me to have all the fruit trees. So the Father's Day is next Sunday, so I might record a video and say something wishing him the best and everything for my dad. That is cây mãng cầu right there. And then so because there are many fruit trees, so we need water. So I don't worry about the back, because the back has the water system that is for the grass. It could go straight to the soil area, and sometimes I have to put the water to the soil area, and then this tree survived. And there was a grape tree here, but there's no space for the ceiling, so I took it now because I want to be organized. And there was a cây chim ruột here. It has a lot of fruits, cây chim ruột, but it didn't survive because when the grass over here, they grow all the way there, and then I didn't water it, so it's so dry on the front, and then on the bottom there's no water, so the tree didn't survive. The cây chim ruột didn't survive. Chim ruột, CHUM space RUOT, cây chim ruột. And this is papaya tree. So this is growing good, and this is cây táo tàu here. Because the rose grow over there and it has a lot of thorns, so I took out the rose area, and I took out the unwanted thorn tree over there. But then the seed fell down to the soil. Now it has a lot of small unwanted thorn tree. So later I will take them out. These small right here. These trees right here, it has a lot of thorn and it grow dangerously. So this is the longan tree right here. So the longan tree has a flower out of some because my dad put the sungsam and they grow to the road, so I have to take out the sungsam because the sungsam they climb over the roads, and whenever he picked the sungsam leaves for jolo, he makes jolo with the leaves there. It's not nice, so I took them out. A lot of fruits. So recently I watered them. So he got the seed and he put in a pot and it just grow. And this is a cherry tree he bought. And then there's a mango fruits over there. A lot of mango fruit. This is a sweet mango fruit, and that's a sour mango fruit like xoài tượng. And this is sweet mango fruit. And this is the avocado tree, the second avocado tree my dad's grow from the seed too. So my dad grew that from the seed. And my dad bought the longan tree, and I bought the cây táo tàu here, chuchubi tree. So my dad bought the papaya tree, and this is cây tắc kumquat tree, a sour fruit. It tastes like lemon, lime, but it's the fruit. It's look like this. This right here. It look like this. And then this is the orange tree. Gam is at least 3.5 years, so now it's half full of fruits now. And then this is the lychee tree, cây vải right here. Recently it has some flower, but there was not enough water, so the flower fall down. So now I have water for them, so they started growing with the new leaves right here. And this is the cây bí. Bí is the enemy squash. It looks like opal, but it has the bí đao right here, bí đao. And this is the trái su su right here. Trái su su. My mom grow from. This doesn't work. This one does. The chayote. There's no plan for this. This traffic control over there, and then I put the square brick over there. So later on there is no weed over there, so I don't have to clean up all the weed. And this used to have a fish over here, a lot of fish, and there was a. So my dad took out. I took out the tree because the tree fall down. The leaves fall down here. It looks dirty anyway. So there's no more fish. Grow in the water. So, the water has grown here, and then something wrong. So this doesn't work anymore. So this area here, it used to have a bamboo tree. My dad bought the bamboo, but it's bad that when he bought it, too much space, so we took him out a long time ago. So there was a bad tree like that over there, traffic control, and then I make it flat, and I put the square bricks on there. So that's how it goes right there. So over there, and then so this area doesn't have water because the water don't reach this area. So I don't think the wheat will grow anymore. So the seed that grow from this is a dragon fruit, cây thanh long, dragon fruit. So there was a tree over there. It has unwanted fruit, not fruit tree, but it's just unwanted that it fall down. It looks like a small little something that would fall down. We asked to cut it out, so we cut out. So there's so that they grow the thanh long, dragon fruit there. So now the purple flowers here is there, but so when they designed this, when it looked, there was a water plant over there. The plants inside the water, and there was fish over here, and there was a plant over here. So the fish died many years ago because for some reason we don't have some reason with something with this here, and then this over there. Because I was in school, I didn't notice. I want to fix it to put the fish back, but when we put the fish back, we don't have enough time to put the food for the fish every day. There's no time because we have to water the trees and make the plants, so it's kind of hard. So now we leave it like that. So when the rain comes, the water stay underneath there, and then either my dad has to take it out or he tried to do something out from there. it's a very deep hole that they made it from the beginning. From the beginning, when we bought the house in 2005, it looks beautiful. Everything is green, everything here, and all the grass here. There was no fruit trees at all. There not any fruit tree at all. So only this area here, and it never died. When this is a vegetables, herbal vegetables for salad, eating with the gakho fish. So these plants survive forever. They don't die. Every time we eat it and we cut it, and then it just grow back to the new leaf. So it is same as this. This is a recently get a rum right here. So this is the guava, cái ổi right here. Cái ổi my dad bought here. He grew a third seed of avocado here next to cái ổi. So there's no. I take the avocado tree out. Like it was a small tree, but I took it out because there was no space for the avocado tree. He planted like cái ổi here and cái bơ there, the avocado. So I took them out. So because we already have lá chanh right here, Lucy, lá chanh, and then this is the cucumber. So it has the flower and everything. So so this is tomatoes and cucumbers here. And cái mãng cầu started to have fruits when my mom, she got the cotton, and she dipped the cotton from the flower to put it here, so it has a fruit. Because this tree has to do by hand to get the fruit, because he has to get the something from another flower to put to dip to another flower, so it make a fruit. So that fruit. That's a fruit right there. That's a fruit. So she recently did that, and so this is a fruit. It makes to a fruit now, but they got to do it by hand, because this is mãng cầu right here. Mãng cầu, cherry moya tree. Mãng cầu. It has a smooth surface of the fruit, not a thorny fruit. So now it looks good. So there's so much space over here with her parents, because there's no room. So there's a garage. We just clean out the garage, so there's nothing to make it. They want to make something happen. But this, and we have this area. My brother's friend made it happen. This is used to be $1,000 to make this happen. But it's not like a living room. It's just like a room for. Sometimes my brother watched the TV here, and he drink beer here. And this freezer here, washer, dryer. So this is for the drag. And then I made this 2 square thing for vegetables, because sometimes the water from the for the grass it still go to this area too. But we recently bought some more water hose right here. So water hose to water these plants that my mom wants to plant. We don't have much time to take care of the plants, because there are a lot of fruit trees and there are a lot of plants, and my mom started growing a lot of seed. Cây mướp, cây bầu, cây bí, something she grow in here. So this is a long stem rose. It's been here forever, and it never dies. So every time we have water rose, we cut down and it gets grow back. So the hydrangea here is survive forever. It never dies. It's just like that. So hydrangea tree, and that's a pepper tree. So recently I grew cải bẹ xanh. My dad grew seed from here, and the cải bẹ xanh for bánh xèo growing. But now we took all the seed out because so all the seeds are right here. So, but my mom, she didn't put it on everything. So a lot of seed over there. So if we collect the seed, we have to make it dry, wait till it dry a little bit. Then we collect the seed for the new season of seeds for cải bẹ xanh. And I recently cannot put any plants on top of this because I want the water to grow straight to the roots. So everything up here, I have to pluck them out, because I had an experience when the water grow, like these grass area, if it's climb over there, the grass get all the water, and then the water doesn't go to the roots of the fruit tree, so it's not good. So recently I have a border bricks right here, so to separate from the grass grow into that soil area. So I put more soil on top of that, and then so when I cut it nicely, so the grass grow over there. So there was no border of the bricks over there, so the grass grow all because my dad didn't tell me to use the sprinkler system to water the grass, so there was no water. And then either like on the surface it doesn't grow to the roots, so that tree died because the water didn't go straight to the roots, it just on the surface. Everyone is happy, so so now my friends and my people, my lover and my friends here, they directed me to have the Lý Tưởng house, but now the Lý Tưởng has a lot of fruit trees and vegetables, but it needs water. So recently I tried to ask firefighter something to help me to get the water to my trees and my plants because my mom and dad don't have enough money to put a lot of water to the trees. So I couldn't fight for it because I talked to them, and whenever they see me water too much, they told me to stop watering. But if I stop, then the water don't have fruit. So my neighbor, he cut down 2 unwanted non-fruit tree there, and he cut down there, and then so there was, his garden doesn't have any fruit tree right there, so he cut down unwanted fruit tree, and then he put in a dumpster. Then and now this was the grass before, and there was no water underwater, underground water, so we have to water by hand. So I don't spray the water like 15 minutes every day. I just take the spray out and put the water dripping to the roots. So so then it's working that way. So now this is not a nightmare. It's a dream came true that there are many fruit trees, but we have to have time to take care of it. And so my house is very special because I wrote a poem. I wrote that I dreamed to have a lot of fruit trees in my house, and my dream came true that has a lot of fruit trees, but we have to have water. So recently maybe the firefighter can help me fight for me to have water, because the firefighter, they involved with water, so they know water. So it's nicer now, but a lot of time to take care every week for the fruit trees because they're so young. When they're so young, I have to have water regularly, because if I don't water regularly, it's not going to grow the new leaves. So it looks beautiful now. So so now either I save the water, or I make the bricks between the trees, so to make sure the water goes only to the roots of the fruit trees and not on the surface, because when the water grows on the surface, the weed grow and it doesn't go to the roots. So either I will buy some more bricks and separate from this tree to between trees to trees, and save the water, because so that's how it goes. And now so these are the ginger. I don't know why my mom grow ginger inside the rows here, because the ginger roots are too much over there in the root, and nobody dig out the ginger there. It just keep growing and growing, and whenever they have too much ginger plant, they cut down, and then they grow a new tree. This is cây bông bụp right here, the yellow, his hibiscus, cây bông bụp. This is a basil right here. This is a basil getaway right here, and the lily plant. And so I hope everyone is happy. This is my progress of my fruit tree gardens and vegetables. So I hope you have a good time, and so it's in good progress now. My dream came true actually, because I have all the fruit trees, but since my dad has lung cancer stage 4, so he's staying home taking care of these trees, but he doesn't have enough time to water every tree right now, so it's overwhelming trees. It's not bad that it's overwhelming, but it needs time to take care of the trees and water them, and then make sure every tree has at least 20 minutes of dripping water to go to the root in order to have a new growth. So now the tree here is okay without water, but it doesn't have fruit if it has no water. So I'm kind of worried, how do I take care of this? So in February, I talked to my dad's doctor, and she told me he has in February she told me he has 12 to 18 months, so I don't know, lung cancer stage 4. So I will find my husband soon. I asked somebody to marry me before, and he said yes, and so I try to find him back. I think he still loves me, but I have to find out the truth here. So recently I don't work as a manicurist in nail garden anymore. I want to apply for a nursing job. I'm a singer, a karaoke singer at home, and I write poetry. I write songs, not some music, but I write just poetry, and I can sing for it, but I don't know musical. And I was a certified nurse assistant. I passed the test, and I'm a BLS holder, so I can do CPR, but I'm afraid I don't have a chance to do CPR. So the coconut trees right there is for like the leaves in Vietnam. Long time ago, there was for the wedding gate, so it's very beautiful. So in the front and the side yard, there are 2 longan tree, 2 coconut tree, 2 different type of banana tree. So 2 on the front yard, and the backyard, I mean the side yard. And that's this is a peach tree right here on this side, and there's another peach tree on the other side. So and on this side there's 2 water apple tree, and on this side 1 water apple tree, 1 cây mận, 2 cây mận here, and 2 grapefruit tree here, 2 grapefruit tree, 2 cây bưởi, 2 cây mận. There's an orange tree here. There's only 1 tamarind tree, cây me, only 1 tamarind tree. So now I show you everything I've been trying to do. So my dad recently grew 2 avocado tree by seed, mango tree by seed, and he grew a sweet mango tree by seed and 2 avocado tree, actually 3 avocado tree, but I took out 1 out of avocado tree. So there's no more space for fruit trees anymore, but there's a big grass area, and so if we have money, we could build another room for next to the patio area. But I don't know if the city will have us to make it happen, because if we build up another room there, it could cost a lot of money to build another room next to the patio in the back over there, in the back next to it. But then around is a fruit tree, so if we build a room there, but there's too much space on the grass field, and we don't have enough room for the living. So my niece started recently share her room with her parents, because she has no room and I have 1 room. So I bought the house. My mom, dad, and my brother and my sister-in-law own the house area name as a name since 2005, and then recently, many years ago, we took out the equity and we bought the nail salon Diva Nails, and then later on we took out another refinance to remodel, and then now it's another extension of 30 years of paying the house. So my mom is 60 years old now, and my dad is 63 years old, and my brother born in 75, my sister-in-law born in 76. But I don't have the name to the house, because when we bought the house in 2005, I gave my mom 30,000. I saved because I make cash doing nails, working nails in a nail salon. I saved cash, and I put it to my mom's bank. And then recently my mom has credit for to buy the house, because we used to have my account and my mom account working together to put in her bank under her name, as I work as a manicurist. So she has the credit, I don't have the credit. because I was in school. So me and my mom, we used together to put the house. But now I don't have the name in my house. So I don't know if I can put my name in my house. So my dad don't have a will right now, so because he doesn't have anything, so he doesn't have a will. And I don't think I can move out from my house right now because everybody loves me here. My parents need me and my mom need me, and if I have children in the future, she can help me take care of the babies. And then if I have a husband, he can move in with me temporary or something, or we build more rooms or something. And if my husband take me away from my house, then my mom will be sad because my dad will be gone soon, and then my mom, she loves children, so if I have children, she can help me take care of the children, grandma. And then my niece is 12 and a half years old, so so I hope everything is going fine, because so it's very in a situation that I don't it's kind of hard right now, and I'm trying to find my husband. I think I asked a white guy. I didn't know I see him physically as a white guy, only online. I asked him to marry me. I thought he was a white guy, but I asked him in Vietnamese and he answered me, but I didn't see his face like physically. So 2 or 3 years ago, and then something happened, and then he thought I was in love with another guy, but I wasn't in love with another guy. There was some complication in my situation, so now I don't have so I'm trying to find my future husband back. I try to call many people for help. So recently I tried to call firefighters for help a couple weeks ago, looking for my husband. I think he's a Caucasian guy, American guy. I think he loves me, and so recently I got the diamond rings received, and but now where's my husband? And I try to find out the answer. So recently I'm a filmmaker because I studied film and I wrote a script done in 2003, and I didn't have it make it happen because I was working as a manicurist since 1999. After I graduated from 2010 from Cal State Long Beach Film Electronic Arts, I didn't have a job, production job. So I was working as a manicurist since 2010, continuing. So 2019, I don't want to work as a manicurist anymore because I drive too far to get to work as a manicurist job, and there's no money. So I recently went to nursing school, nurse assistant school, and I graduated. I have the license. I recently applied for a nurse assistant job. In my free time, I write poetry, and then I post on Facebook. And then sometimes I take a picture of my poem. And I wanted to make a book of poetry, but now I didn't have it on physical USB poems. I post on Facebook a page called Board of All American Doctors and Directors. So in January, I look for poems and I post on Facebook. But if I want to make a book of poetry and look all the way, because mostly I post on my phone. I wrote on my phone and I post it. Sometimes I wrote on my laptop, but now if I want to make a book of poetry to make money, I have to look back all the way from now to 2015 or 16. I wrote poetry recently, so I have a lot of poems now. If I download back to my Microsoft Word and print it out and send to a publisher or something, I can make a book of poetry happen and can make money. So right now I don't have a job. I recently quit being a manicurist because I've been I do nails for 20 years since 1999. So I survived to college being a manicurist, but I cannot be a manicurist anymore. I quit being a manicurist. I want to do many projects, saving the people and making my script happen. I have a script happen, or working for a production company. And recently I signed up for Central Casting to be a background actor, and I won the SAG and AFTRA card, like screen actor, so I can work for movie production, either on screen or off screen production. Or so right now I don't want to work as a manicurist. Recently I always want to quit doing a manicuring job, but 2012 I was working one day in a nail garden, and then I quit working, and then the owner transferred me to a nail garden in Sherman Oaks, so I worked there since 2012. Then 2015 I stayed home. I didn't find my husband or fiance, so I stayed home. So 2017 I recently came back to nail garden to work there, but then a few months later I stayed home again, and then I want to quit being a manicurist because I drive 50 miles to get to work, and I don't have any money being a manicurist. I make only $1,600 a month, 5 days a week, and the gasoline is $500 a month. So I recently quit doing a manicuring job. I have many projects to do. I applied for Fountain Valley Hospital jobs as a nurse assistant. I was a student nurse before, but I didn't finish it. So I cannot continue as a registered nurse student because I'm 40, almost 40 now. So I'm focusing on children and husband and family and dad and mom, help them cope with my dad's lung cancer stage 4. So recently my mom just got home from work, and my sister-in-law. So I think I could add my husband to my house, but I have to find my husband because I asked the guy to marry me. He said yes before, and I didn't see him because there was complication. So now I'm trying to find a husband because I'm almost 40. I want children, and he can help me to make my dream come true, to have children, multiple children. But because I'm 40 in July 5th, so in a few weeks I need to freeze my eggs for future use because my eggs is getting older. I started to have eggs when I was 12, and now I'm almost 40, so the gap of having eggs is too long. So that's why the doctor need me to freeze my egg for future use, because it's safer. And if I have twins, then I save time because I'm 40. If I have twins, then I don't have time to have one by one children. So I have to have twins, either 2 sets of twins or something. So yeah, so that's how the doctors, they plan for me, because they don't think if I have one child right now, and then I don't have time to getting pregnant 9 months and 10 days and then make a baby, and then wait for a few months and then make another baby. So the IVF can do twins or triplets, but the doctor, they don't recommend triplets because the baby will be small, so it's not it's dangerous. So he recommends twins, but I can do 2 sets of twins if I want. So I have to save my eggs. So that's the plan with the doctor. Kevin Kaitiu told me. So I don't have time because I want multiple children, and I'm almost 40. I don't have time to do one by one child because my ex is getting older. So they talk a lot, and they finally decide me to have freezing eggs for future use. And those eggs, when they have freezing eggs, they can get medication to make all the good eggs, and they put in the storage. And I can put, and then whenever I have IVF with my husband, I can have twins, and it saves time. So usually IVF is twins or triplets, but usually twins. But it's because to save time, I don't have time to do natural baby with my husband, future husband. So because I always wanted to have children when I was 22, and now I'm almost 40, and it's kind of late because of my situation in my house and my health. So, huh? Yeah, I will cover that up, and then I put. Yeah. No, I took a look at it because I need to put the bricks on. I know, I will cover that and then put the bricks on. So I went to Golden West College when I was 16. I studied singing, songwriting, music, but I didn't make it happen. So I went to nursing school and then LVN in 2001 and 2, and then I finished 5 months out of 13 months program, and then I wrote a script. I took a screenwriting, so I have a lot of plans for my future. So if you are my friends, you are my community, please help me find my husband, and either we can move in together or live together. I recently asked somebody to help me to live together with my husband, so I hope you guys can help me. I'll be happy with the husband by my side every night. I don't have to cry every night waiting for a husband for too long. So I hope you help me, and so I'm not depressed, I'm not sad. I'm recently happy because I don't want to be a manicurist anymore, to drive like 50 miles away from home. So I hope I know my husband. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you. So recently I tried to find help to find my husband. So now I have the diamond rings in my house, but I have to find my husband because I know somebody wanted to marry me, and there was a complication about health and confusion. So I hope he can help me back and help me go through this time. I need him and I love him. I want to marry him, and I hope you understand me. Thank you so much. It's June 9 today. Tomorrow is June 10. June 10, 1990 was the day my boat got rescued on Pacific Ocean, Pacific Ocean. Boat people trying to escape Vietnam, and we got rescued 1990, June 10. So tomorrow is June 10, 2019. So it's many years, 29 years later, we survived on the ocean. So I hope you guys love me and love my family. I did everything on my power to help other people to fight for their rights and happiness and newborn children, second pregnancy. So I hope you guys understand me and love my family. Thank you. Bye.